It would have sent world markets into major upheaval. But is this the last taxpayer bailout?
I would be misleading you if I knew. What we're doing is taking this on a case-by-case basis, evaluating each one carefully.
The $85 billion loan is expected to be repaid with interest from the sale of AIG's assets. But full payback is not a guarantee, and ultimately taxpayers are on the hook for those billions.
It is time for us to re-examine just how long the poor, beleaguered taxpayer can be expected to bear all the losses and bear all the risk.
AIG's problems stem from the subprime mortgage crisis. Critics say Wall Street was allowed to run amok in the absence of oversight.
Some of the regulators saw this problem coming. Unfortunately, most members of Congress told them to shut up. The fact that Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac, for example, were able to buy the silence of members of Congress through campaign contributions and lobbying for the better part of a decade helped this problem to fester until it became multi-billion dollars.
Federal officials say there are taxpayer protections in place with this AIG deal. That U.S. government will be paid back with interest and will be paid first from the sale of any assets. But the National Taxpayers Union says if this was so rosy of a deal, why wasn't the private sector lining up to bail out AIG? That fact tells us that it is a risky deal, a deal that taxpayers will have to pay for. Lou?
Well, that risk is certainly now public. It was implied as public from both of those agencies, Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac. But to put that in context, we should underline that the liabilities assumed here by the federal government extend to the $5 trillion range, just about half of the mortgage market in this country. Lisa, thank you very much. Lisa Sylvester, a sobering report. These are sobering times. On Wall Street, stocks plunged again today. Investors expressing outright skepticism about the federal bailout of AIG.